got a reveal.
Oh, snap. Okay, I'm ready for a reveal. Y'all, please be mindful while we are in podcast mode. We might not be engaging with the chat, but we will definitely, towards the end of our conversation today, have a little bit of opportunity for if people do have questions about anything we discuss. Hold your questions till the end because we're going to be ready to get into the thick of it part 2 with my boy Ayo Fuzz. Our returning OG guest is back with us in these Kick Streets. Fuzz, say hey to the people. How you doing today, honey?
Hey. Hold on. Let me just turn the camera down.
Oh, yes. Can we see? Okay, you know what? Blessed and highly. Oh, he's ready. I told y'all Fuzz was in rare form today.
I had to put on the good church hair, the glasses, so I can see correctly.
Oh, yes.
Because we about to read some hoes.
Okay. But not the glasses to read hoes. It's crazy work. Oh, my God.
Those all for now.
Amen.
Keep it Christian.
Amen. We love a look.
Very Christian in this Minecraft.
We love a look. We love keeping it Christian while we do the mission. Fuzz, I want to say before we get into the thick and girthy of it today, I just want to say thank you so much. First and foremost, for being just a driving force again behind doing this podcast series, for believing in the system, being like, listen, you can get off of Fortnite, you can get off of Yu-Gi-Oh, you can do some other things, girl, and you can use that voice and choice and come out here and start a podcast and do something that you love and enjoy and bring other people into it. So that's my first thank you.
You're welcome.
Gotta
push you a little bit.
Yep. Sometimes
you a little bit.
You need that gentle nudge, or sometimes for me, it's not a gentle nudge. It's a you gotta push me off the ledge, or I won't go. But that's me, and you know. So I just appreciate you for being our first guest to come on for our original launch, and also for being the first one to come back as an OG king in these Kick Streets for the official start of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
We're back.
We're back. I'm still black. You're still fabulous. And so am I. And we're in rare form. So let me make sure that the chat, we see you, by the way. We see you again. We will, if there's any questions, because there might be a lot happening today. If there's any questions towards the end, let us know. And we'll get it right, get it tight.
Get it tight.
Okay. But for now, I want to give you the opportunity, because there are some people out here that may not be familiar with your greatness like I am. So I want you to just take a moment, introduce yourself, let us know what it is that you get down to in the creator space in general, and what we can expect to see when we come to your channel and watch you.
All right, so definitely, for those that don't know me, my name is Ayo Fuzz. I've been a content creator for, a decade, it feels like. But really doing my thing for, I would say, about the past 4 years, giving it a good shot, like trying to do things. I do work a full-time job on top of editing, streaming, podcasting, networking, collabing. It's crazy. But if you guys don't know me, I love to stream, have a good time. Like I said before in the podcast, you can probably look it up. I said, I just want to make people smile. Yeah. If I can get you away from your day for just a little bit, that's okay with me. That's worth it to me. I don't care about the views. It'd be great to be partnered. It'd be great to be verified.
Okay, talk to us.
But at the end of the day, you have to think about it as, did I help a couple people? That's the way I think about it. Did I help a couple people today? Yes, I did. Would it have been nice to have that? Yeah. But
and did and will and will. We gotta talk about all of that. Because a lot, first of all, you always brighten up our days. You always make us smile. I know that one of your orgs that you have as well, along with Sugar Bears Club, is somebody's smile. So I will be asking you a little bit more about that later. But I love that that's such a beautiful mission, because everybody has their own motives why they come into this space. But you just have such a genuine spirit. And you can't go to, I'll say this, you cannot go to Fuzz's stream and not be happy.
You can't.
You can't. Because you're just encouraging, you're welcoming. There's some communities out here on Kick that I kind of see as cage communities, where they have their people, and when you kind of try to come into it, they'd be like, "Oh well, we already have our people. We don't want you around." But you're always super welcoming, so I just want to highlight that. So y'all go on over and make sure y'all check in and see what he's on next time he's live. Okay. Okay. So I know a little bit about what you've got going on in these Kick streaming streets and outside of them, but there have been some major updates since the last time we talked. So from you, I just want to know, what is new in your world and what have you been working on since the last time we talked?
That's a loaded question.
Yes, it is. Yes. What you been up to, baby? It's been 6-7 months. I done had a baby. I done did baby all this kind of craziness. We done got a VTuber. What you got going on?
After we did the pitch kick, which I know we'll definitely talk about that here in a little bit. No, what I just basically been doing is just getting back to me. I know it sounds weird and like a cop out or whatever you want to call it, but for me it was just being more authentic to who I am as a person and not being afraid to call out the bullshit.
Talk about it.
And people may not know how to receive that. And that's one of those things where with me is I've always said this, and just to touch on it is, I'm gonna rock with you if I rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there for you and be there for you.
Period.
You have a question, I'm gonna answer it. But what we're not gonna do is abuse it.
Ooh.
Which I had to put some foot downs in some situations, and a lot of things changed. My dad is in recovery right now for his liver. He had a liver replacement. Not replacement. Oh my God. He had
transplant. We both listen. I'm like, we both understand the transplant life, but hell, it is kind of a replacement though.
He's dealing with the rejection meds, trying to find the right ones, which if you guys have ever seen it or been around it, if you throw, for those that don't know, there are certain medications just don't work for people.
Yep.
And it was a very touch and go for a while where we didn't know if I was going to have to get on a flight the next morning. So he's doing well now.
Good.
So that's a blessing. So that was a, you know, it was just through the pregnancy and everything, there was a lot of stuff happened.
I know. We was all pregnant together. When I was pregnant, we were all pregnant.
We were all pregnant.
and now we all raising a baby together.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Oh my God, and some people mad about it. Let me shut up. Well, real quick, Fuzz, I just want to touch on, thank you for being transparent. I'm so grateful that you are here with us. I'm grateful that your father is doing well. I know that other people might not be able to relate, but you already know that we see each other. My father was a 2-time kidney transplant recipient before he unfortunately passed away in 2023. So I totally understand being on the anti-rejection meds and how it can mess with your teeth, can mess with your other organs. All of a sudden, something else is not working because this shit is working. It's a lot to go on. And I just want to highlight that, y'all, we are sometimes so critical and nasty and so rude towards each other in these virtual streaming streets within these little 4 walls. But y'all do not know what people are going through and growing through outside of these virtual 4 walls. So do your best to, when you feel you want to turn up on somebody, maybe give a little extra grace and maybe think about the own stuff that you got going on in your world and be like, all right, wait a minute. Perhaps this other human being who too has a whole life outside of this shit also has stuff going on and don't feel like being bothered with the internet bullshit today. Perhaps that. Perhaps.
Definitely speaking on that. Like I said, rare form today.
Rare form. Talk about it. This is your world. I'm just living in it.
When I announced, hey, there's some stuff going on, I had some collabs lined up. I'm not going to say who those freaking people are. But when I say, hey, I need to take care of my family right now, it means I need to take care of my fucking family.
Ooh, wow.
Not worry about doing your collab to boost your numbers.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it like it is. There are people that I consider friends, and yes, I will bend over backwards no matter what is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Give you the shirt off my back.
Oh, yeah.
But in situations when it's collaborative, you have to understand that things happen.
Yep.
Things change.
Things change.
It didn't happen that week. Guess what? It might happen next week.
Baby, talk to them and tell them about themselves. And we both see each other. That's another one. We see each other so much because we walk a lot of the same. I swear we're kindred spirits. We walk a lot of the same paths. We've been through a lot of the same situations, and you've seen it yourself where people have gotten upset with a sister in her final trimester of the pregnancy, just trying to survive, trying to thug it out for the baby and do all this stuff. And they'd be like, well, you wasn't able to do this, but you was able to do that. Well, yeah, because I'm prioritizing my health, my child, and my pregnancy. Why are you so bothered? And the thing is, the Fuzz, I know this about yourself as well. You would never do that to somebody. You would never hold them. They'd be like, okay, you were able to do the collab. Life happened, and you would be understanding of that. So it sucks that you can't get that in return. So I totally feel you on that too.
It's where boundaries had to be set. People talk about boundaries. Okay. I didn't have those boundaries. And I had to have a long talk with myself. Actually, I remember I DM'd you about it, actually. I remember I was like, hey, I'm just going to ask you some question here, and just you tell me if I'm fucking crazy or not.
Clock in and clock it.
Crazy.
I'll let you know.
It's one of those things where I tell people setting healthy boundaries helps you in the streaming space. If you don't feel comfortable with something, if somebody is not reciprocating that respect, cut it off. Just cut them.
Clock it.
As much as I hate to say it, it is what it is.
Easy.
I've had to learn that the hard way, as you probably saw on the Twitter with the massive exodus of the mod squad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I had to do what I had to do in a situation to make sure that the community that I'm fostering is there.
Yes.
We're not just giving it out to whoever
wants it, right? Whoever asks, right? Every Tom, Dick, and Sally.
Which I had to do, and as hurtful as other people might have thought that was, it wasn't an attack on them.
Exactly.
If they took it personal, honey, that's on you. I'm sorry. I said my piece. I said I need to do this for my community and me.
Did anyone feel the way? See, now I'm being a straight shooter. Do you think anybody felt a way about that? Because I'm a mod for you, or I was but mind you, I'm not a mod like that, and I know. So if you taking away my badges, I ain't shedding a tear. I ain't losing no sleep. I understand, but do you think anyone had a problem with that legitimately?
Yes.
Okay. How do you know? See? How do you know that they had a problem with it, Fuzz? How do you know?
I got the receipts.
Ooh.
The DMs.
Clock it.
It's one of those things where, and it was with the VIP badges and stuff, I wanted to do something for the community to have engagement instead of just being like, oh, you have a verified badge, let me give you OG.
Right.
No, that's not what
people
I wanted
do.
to do.
People like that?
I did it.
Okay.
Clock it.
That's fine. Whatever you want to do.
If you had a verification badge, it was like, oh, well, they got to be an OG and they got to have VIP.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Special.
I feel you.
That badge don't mean nothing to me right now.
It's clip
which we'll talk about in a minute.
Oh, honey boo boo. Oh, honey boo boo.
At the end of the day, it's a GIF. It's a little GIF next to your name.
Right. Exactly. It's not even, I always tell people it's clip art. And one thing I never thought, I never thought, Fuzz, when I first started on Twitch back in late 2023, I never thought I would ever subscribe to anybody. Why? Because I told myself, I said, who the fuck would pay money, they hard-earned money, for a piece of clip art by their name to say, I'm subscribed, baby. 20,000, 30,000, whatever subs later, or apparently people will. And I subscribe to a lot of people myself. In fact, I try to keep my badges on for the mods. I know I've been slipping on some of the mods and some of the people, life is life, and over here as well. But I do try to keep a badge on. I will pay for the clip art. But yeah, I really didn't, when you put that tweet out there, Fuzz, I was like, I know ain't nobody upset over somebody doing what's best for themselves.
look, I knew. Look. I knew that it was going to be taken in a way that the people that understood it are going to receive it in the right way.
Exactly.
The people that aren't going to receive it in the right way are the ones I don't want around me.
Thank you.
So thank you for the spirit of discernment. Goodbye.
TikTok clock. TikTok clock.
I'll give you your strike 1. I'll give you your strike 2. But on strike 3, I'm sorry. You got to go.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You know, they say shame on me. But you fool me once, I can't get fooled again. I can't get fooled. I'm not going to be no fool. Not twice. You're not going to get me. Okay, honey. So in the spirit of, as we're touching on boundaries, though, what are some ways that you have changed? And besides taking people's badges away and making them and hurt their little feelings, I guess, and clocking them on. You didn't listen. You got to do what's best for you. What are some ways that you have established some better boundaries in this space now than maybe the last time we talked?
So, not being so open with communication until I'm asked. For instance, I've done this with you, and I know you've clocked me on it, and you've been like, okay, like, I thank you, but I need to know all that. You're
free to let whatever you want to let me know, and I will address it the way I need to address it.
It's one of those things where, just being a little bit more, I guess, conservative with my communication. Where before it was more about like, oh, you know, this person could really use this art. Like, let me make it for him. Oh, they could really use this layout. Let me make it for him. Oh, they could, you know what? I noticed this thing on Twitter. If they like tweak this with their videos, this would be popping.
Gotcha.
Because that's all I did for 4 years in an organization was tell people what they were doing wrong.
I see.
Now, if I try to do it to myself, girl, that shit is busted and trash. If I do it for other people, it's good content and it works. Me personally, I guess teach what you preach, but it's one of those things where, look, I try to preach to myself and it'll work sometimes.
Gotcha.
That's why I got the Smitty Fresh book. Okay.
Oh, did you? The notebook?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
It's right here.
Oh, wow. You know what? I need to go ahead and hop on and get me one.
Oh, it's got all the written pages.
Wow. So you just, it's already like, it's like a workbook.
It's like so in psychology.
Teach us.
You have what's a file for somebody, okay?
Uh-huh.
And in that file, you would have things that you want to work on, things that you've seen, things that are diagnoses, and things that you would like to help the patient with.
Uh-huh.
Almost like that. It's a hey, like one of the questions in here, not to put on it for too long. But
please, no, I want to know. We want to know.
I know it's a simple question, but a lot of people don't think about it this way. How would you describe yourself?
Ah, wow.
What is one of your best traits as a streamer? Things that you wouldn't, that like we kind of take for granted in a way. And then like, what do you feel? Where do you feel most at peace? That's another one. I'm like, am I being psychoanalyzed right now?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. The book is a therapist, and we all could use a good one. Not me though.
I literally felt like I was in one of my sessions for a second.
Okay.
But it's one of those things as streamers that if you can answer those questions with honesty, you will build yourself up so much more.
I like that.
Which that's what I've learned is if you can answer those questions honestly and to yourself, you are going to be a different streamer at the end of the day.
I like
You're not going to be worried about the drama.
Yeah.
What she said about you online.
Woo!
The PNG tuber of it all.
Oh, good Lord. Help us!
And all that other stuff.
Clock it?
Pride was last month. Okay.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Oh, yeah, come on, honey. Clock all the tea with me and she and we and he. Let's do it. I do need to check something like that because you made a really good point just about being more self-aware and more self-reflective. Because I don't often think about, well, what is it that people enjoy about what I'm doing in this space? And what is it that people like and all that good stuff? And maybe sometimes it's good to get other people's feedback, but it is also good to check in with yourself and think about why would I watch me? I think enough streamers don't ask themselves that. 'Cause I see a lot of people on Twitter that complain about, oh, another stream and people didn't come and I'm still not this and I still don't have that and life is just like whatever. And I'm like, well, would you watch you? That's what I be thinking in my head sometimes.
It's one of those streams. It's one of those things, and I'm gonna be so transparent
Go
with everybody in the
ahead.
community. I was streaming, even when I didn't have my PC. I was streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I still got on I had PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Okay. My cell phone. The most ghettoest streams I've ever had in my life.
That's all right. That's all right.
I still did it. And the other thing too is it don't matter if you're streaming to 168,000 people or to one viewer.
Right.
Talk. Have a good time.
Thank you.
Talk about the game. Talk about things like that. And through the self-discovery of that, it's allowed me to just have fun streaming, and not worry about who's in there.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in, I'm like, oh, there's somebody there.
Ooh, hey, y'all. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh my God, I'm watching so much Family Guy lately. It's crazy. God, we've been on a kick.
But it's one of those things where my advice for people that really want to change, you can change.
Thank you.
You can choose to do it. If you want to be a malice person and fill yourself with hate and do what you do online, keep doing it, because guess what'll come right back around?
Malice and
this bitch.
Come on. She do it, Buzz. She treats her the way she treats you the way you treat her. You know what I'm talking about.
That part.
My.
I digress from it. Let's get back on.
Okay. Well, listen. In the spirit of that, though, as somebody who is always trying to elevate their content, who loves having people around, who knows the way of, hey, sometimes it might be me in here by myself and one other person, and we having a full-blown conversation, whether it's 1 or 1,000, exactly. But somebody who has had that experience of having 1 viewer, 1,000 viewers, hundreds of viewers, is people that, like you, got the pitch kick opportunity. Okay, so I want to first say to you, congratulations, because I have to reiterate this, and I cannot stress this enough. A lot of people, hundreds of people, y'all, maybe even thousands, put in those pitch kick forms and asked to be a part of that front page series. If you have an idea for it and they want to give you the front page opportunity, they give it to you. And I think of those hundreds or thousands of people that applied, you were one of, like, I feel like maybe 20 to 30 people that got selected. That's huge.
It was an eye-opening experience.
And I want you to tell us how you felt about it as a whole.
So as a whole,
before we get into the specifics.
Okay. So as a whole, amazing opportunity. Thank you, Santa Maria. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Polly. My last DJ set was in honor of you. Didn't see any of you in there. Still love you.
Hallelujah.
That's a little shade. Little tea.
Light shade. Light shade.
Right there.
Eddie, you're still supposed to have fuzz on the podcast, just so you know. Eddie.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Stop.
Look. In all seriousness, it was I learned a lot coming off of that program, and how it was a grind.
Yeah.
I was exhausted 90% of the time doing those sets.
I bet.
Like the highs and lows, because I was working day, night, and then stream.
Yeah.
Day, night, stream.
Dang. Jesus.
It was a little rough, but
yeah,
definitely it was one of those things where staff came in and said, hey, you're on front page, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good experience having that type of community. And we did meet a lot of new people. There's people in my stream that come to my stream now that I would have never met if I'd never had that opportunity.
Thank you.
There
right.
is negatives to that side.
Okay.
So let's get into the negatives.
Okay, so tell me the lows of the front page experience, and then we can talk about the highs.
Ooh. I was not prepared.
Okay.
I was not prepared for the violence.
Ooh.
And
That's a violence.
it wasn't the follow botting, it was the spam botting that happened. With words that I cannot say.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That part, my 20% will not allow me.
Ooh.
That part was I've had it happen before, but not to that extent.
Okay.
That was back to back to back to back
Jesus.
to back to it's been 30 minutes, we're having a good time, we're vibing, back to back.
Oh my God. Right. Yeah, I was there for some of that. And I was just like, are you kidding me?
And then it was the ones that thought it was funny to follow, unfollow, follow.
Oh my God.
Unfollow,
So
follow,
annoying.
Unfollow.
Yeah,
Follow,
why?
Unfollow.
Why are y'all doing that?
I'm so sorry to my first person that I had on, which was Elusive Melody.
Queen
I
in the
am
chat.
very sorry that in her VOD, she had like 18 alerts going off every 2 minutes. I'm sorry. The audio was a little chopped. But we got through it. We had a good time, and it was just good times with the community. She brought her community over. And all my friends I told about, I was like, hey, you want to show up, have a good time, shake some booty cheeks?
Right.
There's no judgment.
We love to throw that. That's the best place. Y'all wanna emote spam? Go do it in Fuzzy's chat during the DJ sets. You'll have no issues.
No issues.
You'll have nobody's gonna cuss you out. Nobody's gonna ban you. They ain't gonna talk shit about you on the stream and tell you you're a terrible person. Go over there and throw some ass during the DJ set for Fuzz. Go do it.
Yeah, and it was just one of those experiences where I wasn't prepared for that amount of people.
Okay.
I come from a 10 CCV to 45, 50 CCV on a good day.
Okay.
Type of stream.
Beautiful.
Which I am blessed and highly. Thank you. Thank you, people that want to come see that.
Right.
But when I was having upwards of, I think at one time I hit 6K, and I was like, huh? What? Who are these people? Where you from?
Oh look! Okay, kid. Where the 6K at? Bust down, Batiana.
Can I get some ID checks at the door?
Okay. All right.
We're gonna start running this like a club, because
come on. Talk to him. Lord have mercy.
And I ended up just turning off. My first one was my learning experience.
Okay.
My second one was, okay, we got this kind of figured out. We know to turn off the little thingy, the alerts. We know to turn off the view count.
Right.
We know to turn off followers for like, they got to be followed for like an hour, because
Yep. I got 12 hours. Mm-hmm. You have to have your account at least for 12 hours before you can say a word up in. Because they'll make an account right after you ban them, and they'll keep going. Exactly.
The best comment that I ever received, the negative one, you're not a real DJ.
Oh God, I was there for that.
You don't know how to DJ. But considering the person that made that comment uses Auto DJ, which is a software and record box where you can queue programs to have queue points. But I do live mixing and live mastering. That's okay. That's okay.
Into the thick and girthy. It uses no Vaseline.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. That's a spade. I'm sorry.
Because they came for you first, and you came for them harder. Come on, talk to them.
I'm like, you could be like me and Smitty. They'd be out here on ones and twos.
Okay, yes, and Smitty, by the way, I know we just talked about him earlier with the stream notebook, but I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of a lot of the DJ community that's out here on Kick that is doing their big one. That's not worried about what the next person has going on, just trying to have a good time and focus on making people feel good and vibe out for a while. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's what it should be about, and that's the reason why I originally did the pitch kick. Was so the original idea I had for it was I wanted to feature people within the streaming community that have inspired me to be a better streamer.
Right.
Did it morph a little bit? Yes, but we still kept that core concept. Like, I had you on one because you've inspired me to branch out, be myself more. Don't listen to the bullshit.
Thank you.
Just be yourself. and from the rip, I already knew that, you know, let's just be so for real and honest
Come
in
on,
the situation.
talk about it.
I knew that you had my back in a way that other people never showed that. There's only about 5 people I can count on my hand that have had that in my whole life.
Wow.
And that's why I was like, hold on. That's why I didn't understand that energy. Because I'm gonna be honest, I hated you. I couldn't stand you. I was like,
You're not alone.
Page and I'm not.
You are not alone. What did I say? They're not mad about what's happening. They're mad that it's happening to you and not them.
It was because I didn't understand the energy.
I know.
The energy was here, and I was like negative 814%.
That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes when you're not feeling stuff that you got going on in the moment, it is harder to be happy for other people and stuff like that. Not to say that anybody that's not feeling good about themselves in the moment can't be, but it can be harder because you're like, well, what has she got that I don't? Or this bitch ain't doing nothing. She just sitting here talking, not doing anything, and they gonna front page this bitch. I be putting hours into what I'm doing and stuff, and I don't get my shot. I get it. I totally get it.
And mind you, it was before I was really educated on the platform. Okay?
There you go. There you go.
And also, it was the time that it was.
What was I doing? It was a different era. We've had some phases. And I'm proud of each and every one of them. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm proud of each and every one of them.
It was one of the ones where I came in and I said, why is she not in pools and hot tubs?
Oh, here we go. And I'm sure the staff thought the same thing. I'm sure the staff came by swiftly afterwards and was like, we're going to have to change your category because all the time. Things have changed.
No, but things happen for a reason. And this is the moral of the story of this for people is things happen for a reason.
Yes, they do.
People come into your life for a reason. There was a reason why I changed my mind. Was it something that happened inside of me or was it something external? I will never know. Because it literally was, you know what, let me give this person a chance.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said to myself. I was like, let me give them a chance. Let's see what their vibe is.
That's all.
And
I know
I know before I came here, the mods probably can attest to this shit. They're probably gonna ban my ass because I was having a good time.
No, oh my god.
Shit. I shouldn't even say it to my mama.
No, you can say whatever. Listen, y'all know my lines. Y'all know my limits. Y'all know the things are the things. You have never once overstepped. I've unfortunately seen people overstep you and some of our mods up in here. And the minute I catch somebody doing that and I peep it, and I peep the energy, I'm like, oh, shut that shit down. Let's shut it down. Or let's address it and get it right. Because if we can't get it right with the squad, then you have to say goodnight to the squad. Pew, pew, what it do?
Speaking about the mod stuff.
Yeah, talk about it.
It is something that I want to talk about. And the thing that people don't understand is Lauren doesn't owe us anything.
Oh.
We are here to have a good time. We're here to protect the community that she has built. And it is a community, whether people want to say it is or not. It is a community.
Talk about it.
It's a collective of people
that
have the like-minded, same ideas and just want to have fun.
Amen.
But what we're not going to do, and this is some streamer etiquette and also some mod
let's talk about the mod etiquette and talk about it.
Some mod etiquette and PP up on game is your streamer does not need to know what Larry is doing outside in the garage at 2 a.m.
Thank you.
And also the other thing is too is you don't need to DM their mods about what something else is happening in somebody else's stream.
Thank you.
Unless it is something that you deem in your heart of hearts is important for them to know.
Exactly.
There has been times where I've held on for like 4 days going, you know what? I don't think this is right yet to tell her, you know what, let me tell her now and like make sure it's all good.
Yes.
Where people need to understand that. If it is not something that is threatening their life.
Thank you.
Or their family or what
their livelihood, what their character, right.
They don't need to know about it.
Nope.
Us as mods, we can take that with us. We're here for the shield. Well, now we have hammers, but
right.
We have swords. I don't know. They change it up every 2 minutes.
We're tired. Just stick with one thing and fix the rest of Kick. The rest of Kick is the thing that needs some changing, not the badges. Chat's broken every day.
Some etiquette on it is your streamer doesn't need to know that.
Yeah.
people that I've modded for in the past have gotten really personal. Have I held back from saying a lot of things? Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know this person.
Right.
you know, the old me comes out, and I'm like, I don't know the person. I don't know what street they are.
There you go. Gotta feel the energy out and see what people have. People have different strokes, different folk. People have different boundaries in their space. But something we talked about earlier is establishing your boundaries. So that's a lesson for really everybody, but especially if you're gonna be modding people's chefs. Because mind you, people that come in and mod for you, they set the tone and they create the community around you. It's not just you and what you do, it's the mods that are in the space with you. I know there's people that come to our chat and feel welcome because of people like you and Darlie and Velo and JoJo and all the Sugar Bear. Eye is Evil. Danny's up in the building too. I know Danny can't always be here because Danny literally usually works at the same time that we stream, but y'all create the energy in the space. Y'all show people, hey, this is how we act in here. This is how we do. So you have a mod that is going out of their way to now share personal business that doesn't have to do nothing with anybody else around you, or to shift the energy that makes other people that coming into make other people feel uncomfortable, and that's not fair to you, and that's not fair to the people around you.
It's one of those things where, like I said, number one rule: if they are not in danger, if it does not threaten them personally,
right,
and also if it's not against their character, put that to the trash bin.
Please
save that receipt for later.
Thank you.
But it's from what I've learned modding for you is I got thrown into the deep end. I'm gonna be so for real. Look, I'm gonna be so for real. I got that sword one day and I was like, this is a lie. This is a bullshit. This is a lie. This is an April Fool's joke.
Oh my gosh.
Where's the punk cameras? This shit ain't real.
You're the only person we've added as a mod in almost 2 years, because I was like you at first, just in the sense that if you want to be a mod, okay, come on in the mod. We had like 30 fucking mods at one point, and it was like just do what you want to do. But again, it's about the energy. So you would have people that you would have some. There was a third mod, and I'm sure when I mentioned this one, some of the OG mods are gonna know. There's a third mod that would only come in and do command mods. That was all they would do, because I have all your links in under the mod thing.
Yeah.
And that's all they would do. And then they would leave, and I would just be like, well, are you here to just promote yourself, or are you here to actually do some modding? Like, what is this? So yeah, we've had to have a couple of sit downs, a couple of hearts, even with some people that's still on the spot. Y'all know I've had a few virtual sit downs with some of y'all, and I love y'all, and I love that we can have that kind of respect for one another, to be like, hey, if something is bothering us, we can just have a conversation about it, hopefully just a direct one, and then move on and move forward from it. So I love our squad. I really do. And I'm glad that you're a part of it.
It's always been like that, even though, look, little T. Some of us mods, we butt heads. We'll be so for real with each other.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Me and Eyes be acting like we brothers.
Oh, my gosh.
Me and Velo acting like she stole my socks. Darlie acts like that hoochie daddy uncle that I have.
Oh my God, help us, save us.
And then we messed up and got too crazy in chat when JoJo chime in, and it's usually like 2 words, and we're like, oh,
Jesus, JoJo don't even be in here no more.
oh, okay, we'll be quiet.
Don't make me get JoJo Jr.
No, but it's one of those things where it's not a dysfunctional mod squad. It's a functional squad of people that like have like ideas. Again, I had 29 mods.
Oh yeah, we were right there.
So it was one of those things where I said, you know what? It's no offense to other people. I just got to do this for me.
Thank you.
I got to weed them down to where it gets to a feasible manner.
Yeah.
And if people want it back, I told them you could have it back.
Right.
But as long as you are wanting to understand that this is kind of the safe space here. Let's make that safe space.
Yeah.
Because of the other things that happened that one day, but we'll get into that here in a minute.
Come on. Talk about it and talk to us. Talk about it and talk to us.
Going back to the pitch kick.
Yes, because I did have a little follow-up for you. Go ahead.
You want me to talk about the negatives?
Please.
Okay. So basically, I was botted to high hell.
Yes.
I did not know I was.
Oh, you mean like, okay, so at first you mentioned that you did get chat botted, but you're
Mhm.
talking about and I think follow botted too, but you're talking about view botted.
I did not know I was.
Got it.
It's one of those things where I just thought because that's front page, that's what happens.
Same.
I just thought, okay, maybe it's just like people refreshing the front page and that's showing
Right.
up on this and
Right.
XYZ. I didn't understand it
Or kick
of
out
what it
into
was.
extras. Or kick out into extras. Go on. Go on.
Just saying.
Go on.
But it was one of those things where because of other people's actions, it caused me to lose out on opportunities.
Lord.
Because of my metrics being so screwed up. I have reached out to support once I saw it, once I looked at the statistics on it, and then once I also went into another program and looked at who was following, and it was like XYZ248.
Yes, we get a lot of those. There's like 20 on meds that follow the stream every time it goes. I'm like, why is a med following us over and over and over again? Talk about it.
I will say that support is very receptive to it. They understand it. They go into your account. They delete those immediately.
They will. They'll fall off.
And it was one of those things that's a good thing, but I didn't realize that it would screw up those metrics so much, because before I started it, I was 12 off from being verified. I was literally 12 off
in your CCV.
In my CCV to getting it. And then it threw me into like, I think I had like 1.8. Like I could apply for partner. And I'm like, this don't.
The math ain't mathing.
And I knew something was wrong too, because when I would do a normal stream, it was like a constant 100. And I'm like, nobody's in here. What's going on? I would end my stream. I'm like, something's. The math ain't mathing.
The math is not mathing. We know. We all see it.
And
we all know.
There was other people too that this has happened to. Yes, we do know there are people that do that. On any platform.
On any and every, yeah.
They do it on everything.
Right. And like we always say, Fuzz, and not to cut you off, there are, whether people want to believe it or not, there are people on this platform, and just the platform in general, that internally do get a boost. They get a boost from the platform, and people still will add the extras. It is what it is. I've called attention to it multiple times. I don't give a fuck who looks at my channel and says, oh, it must be this, it must be that. I've been here from the beginning. I've seen from my time on Kick when I first started, and it was 5 people in just chatting, me and like 4 other people, and we would be doing like 50 viewers somehow, or 30 viewers. I'm like, well, there's only really 7 people in chat. Y'all, all of these different platforms, whether it's Kick, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, there are all kinds of inflations going on in general, just as a base. So sometimes, and I'm gonna keep it real, it pisses me off a little bit because I think that not enough of us talk about it, but we know that there's a base. We know that there's inflation, and we know this thing. So when people make it an issue where it's like, oh, well, this person got botted, not even with botting themselves, this person got botted and it threw off their metrics. So I'm like, well, hell, the platform itself, y'all sometimes be doing that to people yourselves. So how are you then going to make that a consequence for somebody else who is being botted by someone and be like, oh, well, you know, they attacked you, so we're just not going to, motherfucker, just give it to them. Because you're doing it anyway.
It was one of those things where, look, we're going to still push for it regardless of any external help from Kick, putting on a pitch, or whatever it may be.
Right.
I'm still going to push for it, and I know it'll happen organically. Because I even said that before. Like, I was like, I want this to be something organic, and I also think because I said that, people thought they'd be funny.
Ooh, Lord. I just don't understand why people would go out of their way to try to mess up what you have going on. Because I'm going to tell you something. If anybody's ever getting view botted or chat botted or follow botted, baby, I can't afford to do you. I can't afford it. So when you try to make it out as, oh, well, maybe it's her doing this, it can't be me. I can't afford to take you down. But for someone to be so malicious and be like, well, I know that you're getting close to getting verified and partner, so I'm gonna bot you, or I'm gonna do this to you so that it'll screw your shit up and you gotta try again. That's just it's so evil. So evil and so envious, and you will get exactly what's coming to you.
I think what it was is I was so transparent with my community about, hey guys, this is my numbers. This is what's going on. I think I know next time I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
One day you're just going to see that thing pop up.
There you go. Because I was wondering, as you've been talking about some of the challenges, I was wondering, what would you have done differently if you were given that same opportunity?
Totally not posted online.
Got it.
Wow. What my current metrics are, this is how many more I need. This is how many subs I'm away. This is how many hours I'm away. I would never post that screenshot.
Because you're saying that because you're saying that people saw that you were getting close, targeted you, and was like, oh, I'm going to go fuck with you because I know you're getting, wow, that is so nasty.
And in my heart of hearts, that's what I feel it was. Mm-hmm. Because I know there were other people that's kind of the same thing happened to. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of other creators in the platform. And to be honest, at the time, I was the only DJ doing it.
On the pitch, yes, you were.
I was the only, I still think I was the only DJ that was on that pitch.
You were. So from what I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any other one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I looked in the category. I looked for it to say pitch kick. No, there was none of them.
You were the pitch kick DJ. I think it was, what is it, March, April, or April, May? Mm-hmm. That was you.
That time. Yeah, and I think it was because I was in that category and I was in the top of that category. It created a lot of disdain because, let's be so for real, that hate doesn't come from. It doesn't come from my community. That comes from somewhere else.
Oh yes, it does. And sometimes it's gonna be guilty by association. Because some people, I know how some of y'all are not emotionally intelligent. Some of y'all do not know how to separate people from people you don't like. So, for instance, you don't like me. Don't have to, but don't take it out on Fuzz. Let's talk about it. Don't take it out on Velo or Sugar or the people that mod and hold it down for us because you have an issue with me. Because I know, and people say, oh, she's a narcissist. She makes it all about herself. No, I'm a fucking realist. And I know what some people are doing. You don't have issues with those people. Your issue is with me. And so, because you can't get to me, you'll get to them. And some of y'all do have issues with Fuzz on your own. You do. You do. But some of y'all have issues with me, and you take it out on people that you know I love and care about. And it's not, and everything is going to come, you're going to reap what you sow.
There's a lot of people that do that. We've been in that situation before. Mm-hmm. And it's sad to see because I know Velo's been attacked. I know Izevo's been attacked. I know Sugar's been attacked. I think the only one that has not caught any stray bullet or nothing is Danny.
Yep, look, Danny. And even Donnie got a straight bullet in chat the other day. Wasn't even streaming.
We did. Okay.
Damn. You know, Donnie caught one, but not Danny. Danny might be the only one that's been safe.
It's one of those things where, how do I word this the right
He
way?
said, not yet.
Crazy.
Sometimes it's gonna sound crazy either way, but just say
people are gonna do what they want to do. Because I have that badge. Because I'm in the chat doing my job, even though I'm a paid intern. I'm an unpaid intern. I'm here for the job experience. Okay.
He's on the payroll. He's on the payroll. Little by little, it's a trickle.
I'm payroll. But no,
you're the best.
It's one of those things where they see it and it creates like an envy in a situation where if you actually realized who I am as a person, you wouldn't do what the fuck you just did online.
Right.
You wouldn't attack somebody. You would actually want to get to know them and realize that person actually is a good person.
Thank you. They're
not that whatever you want to say and manipulate and twist the narrative and send screenshots out to 50 different people.
Oh, yes. Oh, we got to talk about that in a moment.
It's one of those things where I've caught a straight bullet from it. Sugar got one.
Woo!
Everybody got one.
Daddy said he's the only one. He's like, I ain't caught no strays, and it's just crazy because at least I can just speak for this community. I do not go out of my way, no matter what you say, no matter how you feel, and nobody else in here does either. Nobody goes out of their way to make anybody else feel uncomfortable. Nobody goes out of their way to do it. There's been many a times where, yeah, I'm gonna address if I catch wind of some bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna make it do what it do. But I'm never gonna go out of my way. Father's never gonna go out his way to make you feel like you don't belong or like you're less than or beneath them. So it's really sad when people don't take the time to just see what the vibes actually are with whether it be you, me, any of us as a group, and just look at us as this cult like entity as we've been called it at one point.
What it 100% boils down to is know who your friends are.
Thank you.
Know who are the people that are going to ask a question in a way that they can have their own judgment on.
Thank you.
Because when you do the copy and paste Twitter, you do the copy and paste DM, you do the copy and paste this, there isn't context behind that DM.
Thank you.
There isn't emotion behind that DM.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a full understanding and a grasp of what happened.
Thank you.
So a lot of people will, and Lauren's, you've been a lot,
ton, and people will never tell their part either. That's the other thing. It'll just be, oh, this person made me cry because she said this, and I'm like, well, did you talk about everything else that led up to? Did you
talk about how you called me a nasty you know what?
Yeah, okay.
You know who?
Okay. How you talked about my kid crazy? How you said I had too many baby showers and somehow you ended up in tears? You didn't share that part, did you? They never will. Talk about it. Go ahead, Fuzz.
That boy had haters, and he was still in utero.
He was. And people might not see it that way. They'd be like, oh, well, we wasn't. Yes. If you're referring to anything related to my pregnancy or anything I did for my child, you are hating on my beautiful child. And he's shitting on you. He's been shitting on you since he was a, what do you call that thing? An embryo. And he's going to keep on shitting out you for the rest of his life.
It was one of those things where I saw it and I was like, huh? Is this what we do?
Clock
it's 2025. Is this what we're doing?
Clock it.
We're gonna hate on a female streamer that's out here doing her job, having a good time, supporting affiliates on the platform. Sorry, creators now.
Come on. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, Eddie. Creators on the platform has kind of stuck in her own lane. Doesn't address things unless they need to be addressed. Why would you not support her on that situation and staying in her own damn lane?
I don't know.
The same thing with me. I held back from saying, oh
yeah.
Dress.
I know. Oh my God, those dresses are deadly. It's okay. Save it for the tell-all. Save it for the tell-all.
It's one of those things where one day when we both go off our rocker, and we decide to just unleash.
I'm overdue for a mental breakdown, by the way. I haven't had one this year yet.
I haven't had one either, so we're both on the same point.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm scheduling mine in October, so don't do yours then.
I'll do mine in December.
There you go. Switch it up. Well, if we're doing the Kick award show again, December, we will definitely we'll both be having a breakdown. Let Aiden Ross take it. Fuck.
Okay, he needs to take it.
Take it. Just take it.
That was. Let's speak about that for a second, because that was.
Let's talk about it. So much trauma from it, Fuzz. I did not even incorporate anything. Like, I was like, oh, let's go over the rough draft real quick. Didn't even. But go ahead. Talk about it. Oh my God.
Now our sorry, I'm gonna use quotation marks here.
Go ahead.
The
affiliate
award show that I did.
So much fun.
We had you on.
Absolutely
Went
fine.
on just fine. The community voted, did what they did their thing. The creators, because that's a new wording. The creators on the platform
Whew.
were very genuine, very nice. They voted accordingly.
Yes,
They did their big one.
to the best of their ability. Yep.
And now let's go back to your war show.
Hallelujah. Fix my camera.
I got a DM. Hey, here, Fuzz, go check this out. Need some help on this? I got you, sis. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking at that list going,
Oh,
do they think we're stupid?
thank you.
When you have your email account, hot dog 1,
Okay.
hot dog 2,
Okay.
potato 1,
Mm-hmm.
that is not a real email.
Talk to us.
The voting fraud. I felt like Florida for a minute. voting fraud at all. I felt like we were in Florida. The ballots got lost.
Talking to ballots, they in the ocean. They over there swimming with the fishes.
It just was one of those things where I don't know how you got through that.
We all do as a group.
Because I was PTSD'd. I still have PTSD.
I do too. I'm shaking.
Like, that spreadsheet, it was
thousands.
I think I still have access to it. It was like 65 pages.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. And people still wasn't satisfied. It still wasn't good enough. It still, I didn't know about it, so it's terrible. Or, well, why didn't I know? I was like, well, hell, we promoted it for 3 weeks. I don't know how you didn't know, but Thicc is not taking no control over it, besides Eddie coming through and showing some love to the channel and they being front page, which Eddie coming through was more so, because they told me they would sponsor it. Niggas didn't sponsor shit, let's be real. But they came through, showed some love to the channel. I appreciated that. And we ran that back to a lot of different people as well, not just ourselves. So we tried to make sure that people that did come through and do some hosting or did this and that, we ran it back to certain people. Not everybody. To certain people. We did.
The same thing with the ours. We did that.
Yep, sure did.
Everybody was paid out.
It was an investment.
It was an investment for me because I wanted, number one, it was investment in time because I wanted to see if I could do it. I wanted to see if me and Suge could do it. I wanted to see if this was going to work having a guest on like this. If this would work with somebody that's a partner, would it help the community?
Absolutely.
Would it bring people together? That was the main goal of it, which it did. So much fun. Which we're planning on doing it again, but we're gonna might have to do it next year.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna pass the torch to somebody
a
little bit.
We'll talk.
We gonna need a website. We gonna need ID verification.
I know, because it really was from the affiliate level awards or creator now, and to the one that we did our big one at the end of the year with everybody with 50 fucking just all this different stuff that we did. I will say there's a lot of y'all that preach and speak integrity and, oh my gosh, we're such good, great people, baby. Y'all was some of the ones that we had to take y'all votes off. We did, because you were trying to cheat. And what we really should do, and this is we just thinking ahead, if it's very clear that, and it's hard to clock it, but I think there's a program that somebody sent me where it'll be easier to clock. If it's you doing it, creating the accounts, the boost your numbers and all that, and we figure out that it is you, not somebody in your community doing it for you, but it is you, you're getting disqualified. Or if I think even people, I don't know, it's hard to say because people have their own minds and stuff like that, but I don't know, if you're bringing the spirit of people around you that are trying to cheat for you and shit, I don't know, they might just have to go, because it was some really unfair things that did happen throughout of that award show, where there were moments where people were bribing motherfuckers, and I was like, damn, I didn't think we'd have to tell people don't bribe people for.
And it was on the flyer. It clearly stated, do not bribe your community,
please.
But apparently, please. I need to make it in 25-point font.
It's all right. It's all right.
Look,
next time you live and you learn.
We're both having hot flashes thinking about it over here.
Yes, yes. So listen, they can pass it on to Aiden Ross. Claim he gonna do it or something like that. If it come to fruition, it does. We gonna still do our big one as well, and it's just gonna be what it is. Or he can just have it. Fuck it. Okay. So, as we're in the spirit of talking about Kick events in general, I do want to speak to you about what are your feelings about the state of Kick as a platform. We've been here for 2 freaking years. It's still in beta. There's different creators that are getting fast tracked and stuff like that. That haven't been here as long as like people like you and a lot of the OGs and stuff like that. I know people feel a way about that. So, just in general, what are your overall thoughts on the state of Kick streaming?
That's like a 3-part question, but I got you.
Just over. I'm just giving some examples of some of the shit that changed, but whatever you want to address about the platform, address it.
I'm still gonna, like I said in Santa Maria's stream, I will die on this hill.
Okay.
Your creators are what make your platform. It is not who you partner. It is not who you have in KCIP. It is not all these other people. It is your creators that are out here pushing the platform and doing new things. Yes, the partners are great to have. Don't get me wrong. The phases, amazing idea. But I honestly think that they should really look into a creator side of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have an opportunity for the creators that are under that.
Okay.
To have that moment where, maybe we have a creator phase.
Right. I like that.
So, just some ideas on it like that. The other thing that is, look, we've been in this shit for 2 years. Dashboard still fucked up.
I know.
Chat still fucked up.
Oh my God.
API still fucked up.
I haven't really looked into the API side of it, but have you been able to actually see into it and all that?
So there's a lot of, the reason why I know a lot of it's messed up is because alerts don't work.
Oh.
Alerts are run off your API.
Gotcha.
They're run off of a server side. Hey, is this person getting this follow? Oh, let me ping it. Okay, they did get the follow. Let the alert go up.
Got it.
That's the layman's terms of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that breaks all the time. The site goes crazy sometimes. It's just one of those things where it's like, I get it. They're gonna have growing pains. Yes, we have a 2-year-old. We're learning how to walk.
I know.
We're learning what's right. We're learning what's wrong. We're learning what we like, what we don't like.
Yeah.
We're exploring new fruits. Solid food, maybe.
Okay, a little solid food. Maybe taking a lick of some ice cream.
From where Kick started to where it is now is a 180.
Okay.
It's 100% 180.
Yeah.
Because when I first got here, it was Wild Wild West.
It was. Oh my gosh.
It was. Look. It was almost. It was almost porn website.
It was. I was just about to say it.
Look, I'm gonna say it. If I get flack for it, is what it is.
It's true, but it's the truth. What they go? This is. It's still. Listen, it's still Wild Wild West. We just got some better boots on.
It was we put a blouse on.
Okay.
Oh
my gosh. Got a Cowboy Carter.
It was just one of those things where I didn't expect it to be like that when I first started. If before I found out you can actually block certain streams.
Yeah.
You could actually go in and go, I don't want to see pools and hot tubs. I don't want to see
slots.
And
VR chat.
And VR chat.
Yeah.
Which it was one of those things where when I first got on the website, I was like, oh shit, am I gonna get flagged for something?
You're right.
That's
it was
out.
a lot. It was a lot.
All that was out.
Child.
I was like one gust of wind and that nipple pasty's coming.
Yep. Been there, done that. And it wasn't a pasty in sight. That was my problem. Oh well. Listen, it got somebody's attention.
From what I see now is a lot of people came over that were undiscovered from the Twitch side. And did find discoverability over here, which was a main reason for creators to come over. Yes, the 95-5 split. Great.
Right.
That's amazing. I didn't realize I was getting robbed over there.
By Amazon.
Didn't realize it. I was like, oh, I expect this. This is fine.
This is fine. I'm on fire.
It's literally like I didn't realize that it was that.
Wow.
Until
something that
I came
offers
over
even
here
more, right?
and I had some people that normally sub to me over on Twitch came over to Kick, and they sub to the channel. And I was like, ooh, how much was we making?
Right.
Wait, hold up. wait. There's another number on there. Where's the decimal? We move the decimal.
Move it just a little bit over.
I think the decimal's in the wrong spot, kid. Like, can you?
It's all right.
It's all right. But I think that giving more access to the platform is what is needed.
Okay. So what do you mean by that? Giving more access to the platform.
Access to developers.
Gotcha.
Give the developers, and also you have so many amazing, talented, freaking people in the community. You could have Kick could have their own, literally their own alert program.
Right.
They could have their own integrated widgets hosted by them.
Yep.
Runs off the channel because they have access to the full API. And you could actually pay these software developers some money to help out with the community.
But that you bring up an excellent point, because we have some devs that's been here from the beginning. I really don't understand why they don't just put. And I know they're in like the little Discord chats and they're having conversations about. They tried to offer, I think, the devs on the platform, like, whoever makes the best, it was like a Hunger Games, whoever makes the best widget's gonna get $20,000 or something. I was like, well, if you have that kind of money to give and things like that, and they're talking about $100,000 for this, whatever, why don't they just all work as a team instead of making it a competition? I don't really understand some of these competitions that Kick does. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna run it up with the Kick. Were you on the Kick Road Fuzz? Were you on the Kick Road Challenge?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I was like, we ain't going on that.
Listen, because it was a Mad Max kind of road. My gosh.
It was very, everybody was getting ready for the apocalypse type situation.
Thank you. I said over and over, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a bloodbath. And I just wish there were certain things that they would have done differently, but it was very eye-opening experience, because one thing that I definitely could take away from just the energy that I saw during that time, people were extremely competitive in some of the nastiest ways, but also I watched the platform allow and promote certain people and just kind of leave the other ones hanging. And it's not like it hasn't been happening before with people not getting partnered and not getting verified and my boy. Outside of that, but it's even more egregious during Kick Road. It was just even more egregious. Some people didn't even have a chance.
It was, and to speak on the developer thing, it literally, if Kick has that to offer, which this isn't saying that they had to, because I know how business runs. You have X amount of money you need to get rid of for tax purposes every single year. I get it.
Right.
If you got that, why not let's run it back within those creative developers to get your own branding on it. So we don't have to have the bot tricks.
We don't have to have the kick. Thank you.
We don't have to have that stuff. And I know that Ababs would be an amazing one for that. He has some of the craziest widgets out there.
Why not?
Mr.
Boost
is another one. What's the other guy?
Laura Arts, I think, makes certain things and widgets.
There was a couple of those that are. I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it looks cool.
Exactly. Yeah, Stocks and Danny, who are already doing the graphic design and stuff, they make different widgets and things. So it's like, come on now.
It's one of those things where if they pooled the talent they have, DLive ain't gonna compete. Twitch ain't gonna be able to compete.
Thank you.
Whatever other platform, I don't even know what the other platforms are right now because my brain's fogged.
I understand.
If they pulled that talent together, the sky's the limits for what they could create.
I agree.
And it wouldn't have to be a competition. It would be collaborative.
Thank you. And I think that's one of the biggest problems in the space, Fuzz, is that people look at it, whether it's devs, whether it's creators, whether it's whoever, other partners, look at each other as too much of competition and don't think of like, okay, well, how can we work together? I'm like, for y'all that don't know, let me give y'all a little early Kick history. for people that may or may not remember. When I first got partnered in the little first class group and all that stuff, there was a Women of Kick podcast, and we only had 2 episodes. it was all just the partner women, and we were supposed to have different women of all levels come on and support them and help be women's sisterhood and all that stuff. But by an episode 1, in my opinion, such a good time. Everybody introduced themselves like, hey, we're the women who are partnered here. We want to bring other women up. The next podcast, honey, people didn't invite certain people to come to the show. People were told late, like, hey, we're doing the women's podcast again, but they told us like 5 minutes beforehand and all that stuff like that. It just got very disorganized, and a lot of people felt away about it afterwards. And I think that some people tried to exclude others because I don't know if there was some intimidation going on. I don't know what it was, but all I know is just looking back at that, I just wish that we as women, we as creators, we as men, we as people in general would do these projects and not look at each other as, oh my God, she's outshining me on the podcast and we don't want her to be involved, or she's over, whatever the case may be. Just talk together, work together. We could have dominated and helped uplift the next person and just make this a better space where people felt more welcome and invited if we all work together. But because we've not done that, the platform has suffered, and people on the platform have suffered.
I have noticed that it is kind of, it's lacking from what I can see. It is something that definitely I think it should be maybe touched back on.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be done in a way that is very tactful.
Thank you.
And precise. Because there are a lot of people that, oh, she's getting this much screen time.
Oh my God. She front page again. Oh, Buzz only got pitch kicked because he was on Santa Maria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, let's talk about it. No, honey, I put in my pitch. I wrote it.
Like everyone else.
I rewrote it another time. I rewrote it a third time.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to my good Judy.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, does this look okay? Is this something that sounds correct from somebody that is a professional and has been a licensed psychologist for 20 years?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does this look okay? Well, you know what I mean.
No, I appreciate you.
Does this look okay? And I think I said to Velo too. I was like, Velo, does it look okay?
You okay? Yeah, right.
But it's one of those things where I did the work.
Thank you.
I put in the effort. If you are not willing to take 15 minutes out of your, I almost said a bad word, day,
you could say
to put in a idea that you have, it may not get accepted.
Right.
It may not. And it did that's another good opportunity too, talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got accepted, that opened doors for other people who are like, hey, how did you do this? When anybody DM'd me about it, I was 100% willing to talk to them.
Open book.
I told them exactly how I worded things.
Yep.
How I would go about in a business profession, how you would do the timing of it.
Yep.
Et cetera, et cetera.
No gatekeeping, no gatekeeping.
I didn't gatekeep shit. And for people to say, oh, you got it because Lauren-Shay, you mod for her.
Mm-hmm. Talk about it.
I put in the work. I did the DJ sets. Matter of fact, there were some people out in the community that I DM'd and said, hey, I need 5 songs from you. I'd love to have you because you inspire me as a creative. You inspire me and I want to give you back.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take 5 minutes out of your day to DM somebody that's wanting to do something nice for you.
I know.
I don't need you around.
There you go.
Could have gave you that opportunity.
There you go.
But
and people have their different reasons, and people look at, and like I said, just circle back to the Kid Community Awards real quick.
Kid Community Awards, let's go.
Come on. There were people that were like, oh, well, why wasn't so-and-so nominated? Or why was it so? I was like, well, so-and-so looked at my little shitty award show and thought it was shit. They didn't want to be a part of it. They didn't want to be a part of it. So people, why didn't you have this big creator? They didn't care about it. And so there are moments when people will look at you and be like, oh, well, because people have a thing about symbiotic relationships. Like, what's in it for me? And if it's not enough in it for them, some people say fuck it. And if it's fuck it to you, then fuck you. And then other people have other things to do, and I get that.
This is my main thing. You are a content creator. You create, what is it? Content. What were you making when we did the actual award show? Content.
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand what that is, people?
Yep.
Making content.
Mm-hmm.
If you get in, you get in, have your community vote. If you don't,
You don't.
still are there to have a community, have exposure, be in chat.
Thank you.
What more of an exchange do you want?
Yeah. Yeah.
What for me to hold your hand and be like, huh, you're doing so great today.
I know.
No.
The entitlement was crazy. Oh my gosh, the entitlement was so crazy.
It's not how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
When you do anything collaborative, it is an even exchange of energy, ideas.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. I don't tell Lauren, hey, we're going to collab this day on Fortnite. By the way, you need to give me 5 subs so my chat gets hyped. No.
People are crazy like that, though. Oh, my God. Clock it. People, y'all know people do that crazy stuff, right? Give people their money and say, go pay me the subs or whatever. Listen, everybody has their own hustles. I'm not going to knock it, but that's
I understand the hustle.
A lot.
But the thing is people have lost touch what being collaborative means.
And what does being collaborative mean to you?
So collaborative to me as a person in the streaming space means I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. I know your worth, and I respect it. That is the reason why I want to collab with you on this. I might not have the biggest following, but I know I bring the funny moments, the stupid moments, and we're going to Cup Nuck and Kiki have a good time regardless.
Thank you.
If it's 2 people watching me and 10,000 people watching you, we're going to have that time. There's going to be an exchange of content.
Excellent.
And I'm going to use this one as an example. Black Fox. I don't know if you're familiar with Black Fox.
He does glitch with you.
He does glitch. I reached out to him and said, hey, I'd really like to do some Warzone with you. I think it'd be kind of funny. I know, like I told him, I said, hey, I don't have the biggest following, but I just love your energy. I love your vibe. I love your flavor too. Like, let's maybe play a couple games and like see if we vibe.
Right.
That's bestie. It's one of those things where you don't know. Yes, that person may have a bigger following than you.
Yes.
They may have XYZ. If you come at it with a sense of genuineness, which I have, people can receive it correctly or they cannot. The ones that are going to receive it, you're going to have a good time with. It's going to be a mutual exchange.
Thank you.
My little bit of energy, you give me a little bit of energy, we vibe and we having a good time.
Thank you.
Now, there's the flip side of it. If you are ever in a collab and you do not feel comfortable, it is okay to disassociate yourself from that collab.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
If they do not feel comfortable to have those type of conversations they're wanting to have and they ask questions, it is okay as an individual that's wanting to do that collab to say, hey, you know what? I respect it. We don't have to do the collab. Do not pressure somebody into doing a collab.
Thank you. Thank you. And say you do the collab or you've hung with them at some point and you don't want to hang with them again afterwards. That ain't you don't. And we said it before we started talking to you. Nobody owes you their time. Like you said, when you were reaching out to Black Fox, you're like, hey, y'all wasn't the best of friends when you reached out to him. You were like, I think you'd be somebody to be cool to do a collaboration with and to develop content and to play some games because I think we could vibe with each other. That's the only level, in my opinion, that you need to have with somebody, the rapport you need in order to have a quote unquote successful collab. It does not have to end in a friendship.
Yeah, and even with like another one, East Coast Smoke. He reached out to me and I and actually we're not okay. We
talk about
together. We ain't like besties, but if he ever reached out again, I would say, yeah, let's go, dude. Let's run it up. Same thing with look, okay, Black Up, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna word this with I'm sorry.
Okay, talk about it.
I had reached out to Black Up and I was like, hey, let's collab on some DBD one night. And mind you, I had like 14 things I was doing on the back burner.
Okay.
Trying to schedule guests for a podcast. Trying to edit a video and post stuff for my sponsors. And I had completely and utterly forgotten
that it was supposed to do the collab.
And I was like, I know I have to stream today. I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. That's
That
tomorrow.
does
I'm doing it with
happen.
Blackout. I'm like, that's tomorrow. And I start
Right.
streaming, and Blackout comes in. Hey, are
What
we collabing
happened
today?
to
Oh, and
not my boy BU?
I said, look, I'm sorry.
It
I completely
happens.
forgot, sir.
Yeah.
We went and played games anyway and had a good time.
Okay,
So
good.
it worked out. But it was one of those things where I never do that, but don't be afraid to own those mistakes.
Thank
and
you.
Be like, hey, look, it's one of those things. I screwed up on the day. I apologize.
Yep.
You don't have to attack somebody on fucking Twitter.
Ooh, we're gonna talk about
because they did not collab or get back to you in a certain time frame.
Yep.
You have to understand people have goddamn fucking lives.
Thank you.
Sorry to say it. There's been people that are in the chat right now that I've wanted to collab with, but I know they have a damn life, and I'm not going to bother them with that.
Okay,
right now.
and not right now. It's all about timing. It'd be like, okay, you know what? They got a lot going on right now. I'm gonna hit them at a later date when they might not be as busy.
I'm gonna use Velo. I've been wanting to collab with Velo for about 2 months.
Okay.
But because I know Velo has Wet Work Wednesday, has a life outside of everything, I'm like, you know what? Let me not. Let's wait till she got some time.
Gotcha.
Wait till she got some time. But no, do not be afraid to own your mistakes.
Right.
Having transparency with your community, and this is game. I'm giving free game right now, guys.
Talk about it. Free game.
Don't be afraid to own up to the mistake that you have made.
Right.
Address the mistake with that person.
Right.
Privately. If it does go publicly, shit happens.
There you go.
That is not somebody you want to collab with ever again.
Never.
In the streaming space, if they are not willing to have that private conversation and have that respect,
thank you.
They were doing it for an ulterior motive. Psychology 101. Exactly.
They were just waiting on it. They already didn't like you. They were waiting for a reason to just like put a stamp on it and be like, aha! I knew that bitch was a bitch. I knew Fuzz was a dirty, low down, rotten. I knew it. I'm so glad you. And we're gonna touch base on that, and we're gonna wrap in just a little bit. But yes, please don't take it out on Twitter first. I've had so many misunderstandings with people, and I've made mistakes. I made a mistake. I'll just give an example. I made a mistake on the women's panel podcast. If you know, you know. I had a form where people were supposed to send me the form. And let's be honest, if you're listening, it really wasn't my mistake, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I had a form that everybody had to fill out, and I reached out to every single person that filled out the form. I reached out to them afterwards, only if they filled it out the form. If you didn't fill it out, I did not chase anybody down and be like, "Hey, did you fill it out? If you didn't fill it out, you didn't fill it out." About 10 something people didn't fill it out. But there was one person in particular who, I guess, thought that I just iced them out completely, which was never my intention. But on everything I love, I did not get the form. I didn't get it. But instead of coming to me and having a conversation with me, they had conversations with a ton of other people, apparently, who then came back and told me, did this whole thing saying that I was this kind of person and that kind of person. I guess it didn't say me, but the subtweet was obvious and people told me about the conversation. So then I reached out to that person and I said, hey, here's the situation. I didn't get it. If you had just come to me and asked me, Lauren, why didn't you include me in the panel when I was supposed to be in the panel? I filled out the form. I would have said, oh my God, so-and-so, I didn't get your form. Do you want to be a part of it still? And it could have been done. But again, I feel like there was already some underlying feelings or some, maybe she doesn't like, whatever the case may be. But after we had the conversation about it, we were able to move forward and move on. So I'm telling you, having a direct conversation can save you so much misunderstanding, all that stuff. But again, like Fuzz said, there are some people that are just waiting to try to use your name for clout or use your situation to try to make you look away, because honestly, they already was feeling a way about you. They already were.
It's not that hard to, instead of going to your good Judy, going to your other friend, going to another person, reach out to the person that is the source of what you are doing and the content that you are trying to make, and have that conversation. After that conversation, if it ain't right, do what you want to do, boo boo.
There you go.
I don't care.
Oh, yes, because you're right. Because sometimes you can't have the conversation in private, and it still won't be good enough. You'll still be evil. Oh my God.
That's another podcast.
That's a whole. Oh my God. Whew.
But it's one of those things where communication. Number 1, communication. Number 2, act your fucking age, not your goddamn shoe size.
Talk.
Number 3, when in doubt, step away from your computer. Take 5 minutes and come back with a clearer mind.
Right.
And number 4, if all else fails, turn your shit off.
Just turn it off. Turn it off. Log out.
Not that hard. Touch
grass, shake ass. Hell, get your favorite toy. I have my favorite toy, and go take it out on that instead. Y'all don't like Legos? Talk about Legos, y'all. Y'all have to put together the Legos and take. Okay, let me shut up. Okay.
Girl, we know you wasn't talking about Legos. Let's be so for real.
Leave me alone. Okay, all right. Listen, we're gonna put a bow on it in a little bit, but because we're on this topic in general, besides directly DMing and having conversations, what are some other ways? They say it is in public. We've had some public issues with we have. So how do you navigate the challenges with other creators in this space when it is in a public setting and when it's too late and it is in the public setting?
So I use this analogy. It's my flight or fight response. My main thing is I assess the situation first and foremost. If this situation is going to harm me,
okay,
I am looking for the nearest exit. I don't care if I'm having the best conversation with you. If I feel uncomfortable, I will actually being in the community that I was from, okay, conventions, DJ, all that stuff, running events. I guess I have a different way of doing it. I will say, hey, I appreciate this conversation. Can we talk about this later? I really just need to get to this panel. Or, hey, I really need to go eat. So it's not making an excuse. It's a polite way of saying, hey, I don't want to talk about this right now without being a dick.
Thank you.
I have had interactions at Boston with some Kick streamers here that hasn't been pleasant. That I thought were very nice people.
Wow.
And I said, thank you so much. I'm going to stop you. I will go. Thank you for your time.
And call it a day.
I've stepped away from it. You have to be able to set that boundary. Don't let anybody overtalk you, overshadow you in the conversation. And if you feel that you're being talked over and overshadowed, that's because that person that big. When you meet somebody that has mutual respect in person, they're going to listen, make eye contact, and have that conversation.
Right.
If they are out to get you, honey, they out to get you.
Okay.
You just have to understand that you have the right as a person to say, I do not want to listen to you. Have a nice day.
And step away.
And there's things where people are really huggy. Look, I'm huggy too. I love to hug people.
Yeah.
But I will always, if they're my good Judy, my best friend, and we've hung out, we've had conversations. Yes, I'm gonna give you a hug.
Give you a little kiki and a yes.
Little, hi. But you have the right to say, hey, no, this right here says it all.
Oh yeah.
Hey, no, I don't do hugs. I appreciate it. Do you want fist bump? It diverts from that because I've been in scenarios before with playing Counter-Strike and things like that where I had people come up to me like that and I just was like, I don't know you like that. Let's give you a fist bump,
Right. Yeah, we just all getting over COVID. Don't act like that wasn't just 5 years ago. Still on the rise.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just one of the things. It's you have the right to say, and this is also the other thing too. This is the flip side of it. That's the nice way of doing it.
Okay.
You have the right to tell somebody to go fuck themselves.
Sure
I'm
do.
Gonna say it.
Sure do.
I've been cussing a lot today.
Cuss and fuss. Cuss, fuss, midnight bus. You know where you're at.
My Christian Minecraft. Um,
You
look,
know where you are.
you have the right to tell somebody to literally go fuck themselves.
Yep.
Because if that person has caused you any strife or any type of issue, it needs to be addressed. I don't fuck with you. Get away from me.
Yep. And set that boundary.
I appreciate you being around. If you want to come talk to me, you can talk to me online. I do not want to talk to you in person. I don't want to be around you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't respect that and want to twist the narrative, let them twist it.
Yeah, and that's the hardest thing for myself, and I know for some other people in this space. It is the hardest thing to sit up and let people lie about you. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks so bad because you know in your mind, you know your intentions, you know where you're coming from, you know what you said, and all of those things. You know it, you know the truth, and you know your truth. And to have somebody take that, twist it, not share their part, not share all that stuff, and you see it and you want to address and all that stuff, it is one of the hardest things to do. But I will say, I'm very proud of myself. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of other people that have to navigate that bullshit because for all the things that have been said about myself in this space and all the things that have happened, I probably actually addressed like 10-20% of it. But I know there's all types of things that get said and I hear about it and all that stuff. I'd be like, oh, really? So-and-so said that again? So-and-so is using me for content on their stream again for 2 years in a row and they won't stop about the same thing as if I'm still the same way that I was 2 years ago that I am today. Come on now. I hear about it all the time from different people and stuff, and I get to a point where I have to say, hey, don't even tell me about so-and-so because it's out of sight, out of mind unless you bring it to my attention. But there are definitely some moments like with Fuzz, where Fuzz has clocked some tea, and I'd be like, baby, you just confirmed what I was already known.
Yeah, like I said, I have that like sixth sense with some weird, I don't know what you want to call it.
My
spider sense.
Yeah, oh yeah. Was tingling. Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
It was tingling a lot.
Yep.
And it wasn't a rose.
Help us. JoJo's charging up.
If you have people that you trust around you like that,
yes,
be honest and listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing that I've had to learn as a streamer, is to be able to take that constructive criticism and you've done it to me. Let's be so for real.
Come on.
You said, hey, dude, like, this isn't cool. Like, don't be doing this. Like, I see it. I just want to warn you about it.
Give you a heads up.
But you do it in a way that it's very, like, tactful in the right way, which is what I challenge people to do, is don't be afraid to have that conversation, set that boundary, and talk to the person that you're collabing with. I gave that advice to Chop a couple months ago. I'll just be so far honest. Not to throw you under the bus, Chop. I love you to death. You know that. I was like, hey, you have to be able to set boundaries.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to say, this is how I feel. This is what's going on. This is what I didn't like. Because at the end of the day, I said something about Chop that I didn't know offended her.
Right.
And if I wouldn't have had enough, let's be so real, balls
to
reach out to her in that manner, I would have, that friendship would have ruined.
Yeah.
You know, that type of relationship would have been ruined because of something dumb that I said, because, you know, we had a pocket.
Feel right. And then when you go back in because a lot of us are in the moment, we're quick with it to be like, okay, wait a minute, that struck a nerve. And so sometimes, like you said, you got to pause, reflect, go back and be like, okay, let me process that for a moment before I just attack or before I just say something. Let me process it, marinate on how that made me feel, and then try to address it with you so I can communicate it in a way where it's not to tear down or harm you, but for us to understand each other and hopefully not have to go through the misunderstanding again.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I hate to use the analogy because it's so freaking corny. The real ones see the real ones.
Right.
The ones that have respect see the respect. The ones that are wanting to get something out of somebody and be malicious, you see them.
Uh-huh.
But there was a good question in chat, by the way.
I got two, because we are doing we're going to do a quick Q&A because I know we've got Velo and Tim both had questions for us. But my last little tidbit while we're on the creators and challenges with them, and how you said navigating. A lot of these people, y'all, are keyboard warriors, and I'm just gonna leave it at that because I've had a lot of people do a lot of on the keyboards, and I see them in person, and it's literally crickets. It's nothing to say. So don't worry about it. They just out here trying to flex their little power on the internet that they think they have, and they have nothing else going on for them. Okay, so quick Q&A before we start to get into our final moments of our cast. I think Buzz been phenomenal, by the way. Before we do the Q&A, he is phenomenal. Please drop him a follow, show him some love. Let's give him a shout out in the chat. He's killing it. He's dropping the wisdom. He's dropping the tea. He's keeping it real, and I know how you feel. So make sure you guys plug up with him before you go. And I think he's going to go live in a little bit as well, do his big one and vibe out with his beautiful DJ sets and the people like he does. So stay locked in out here in these Kitchener streets, really locked in, but actually paying attention with us and hanging out, okay? Because we got a lot to party after this. After party at Fuzz's, okay?
Oh, yeah, we have after party.
Okay, so we're going to turn up. So we did have a couple questions from the chat, and I want to start with, I saw Tim's and I saw Velo's. So Tim says, question for you both. How do you approach potential guests? Like, what's the right way and wrong way to go about it? Like, guests for a,
I think
go ahead, Fuzz.
probably is what's
Okay,
going on. Like
okay.
potential people for, to collab with.
Uh-huh.
You want to do yours first? You want me to?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So the appropriate way to Zim is to basically be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No, number one thing, don't be anybody else but who the hell you are. If you want to joke, have a good time. Open up with, hey, my name is Zim. I'm on Kick. I noticed your content.
Tim.
Are you available to stream on XYZ? I would love to collab. Or, hey, if you want to, I'd be happy to have a Discord call with you or play some games with you. It never hurts to open it like that. The worst thing that could happen is you get a rejection. They say, hey, I really appreciate it, but I really don't open up with the community like that.
Right.
And that's completely okay. Don't take those rejections as that you have less worth.
Thank you.
Always take them as a learning opportunity. Again, learning opportunity for me when I did that pitch kick. I thought people were gonna be like, "Yeah, let's go. I want you.
I know,
yeah,
right.
And then I was like, "Oh, crickets."
Can be like that.
Just don't be afraid to really be okay with it. And if they say no, they say no. If they say yes, bring the energy. Have a good time.
Right.
Just be your authentic self.
Beautiful. If they say yes, be my guest. Okay. Beautifully said. And I would agree with Fuzz. If there are moments when people do when you do reach out, and if you can't handle a no, don't ask the question. That's always what I say. Can't handle a no, don't answer the question. Ask the question. But at the same time, there are some moments when you have to know what is a vibe, what's going to be a vibe for you and that person. So there's been some moments when people have asked me like, hey, can you do this podcast with me? And I've said yes to things where I look back and I'd be like, I really should have looked into that a little bit more to see what that was really about, what that was going to be. And to see, do you even know how to do a damn do you know how to do a podcast? Do you know okay. There are some moments when people are going to say no. And sometimes, especially when people look at certain people a certain way where it's like, oh, this is a bigger creator than me, quote unquote, when we're all in this shit together. People get their feelings hurt when people reject them or make them feel rejected by saying, no, I don't want to do that with you, but perhaps doing something with somebody else. But again, people are allowed to have their boundaries. They're allowed to say no. And it's, again, like Fuzz said, it's not that anybody's beneath anyone. Some people is just not going to vibe with everyone, and that's okay. But just ask the question anyway. If you want to be in the Shaynanigans podcast, the form is right there, baby. I'll put the link for you. Always happy to have Tim. Okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Grim, for the host. I see all the hosts, everybody's been showing up to the channel. Thank you so much. You know, we're in podcast mode, but I really appreciate you. Fuzz is just killing it. We have one more question, and I know we both wanted to talk about this. I think this is a great place to kind of wrap on it. Is Velo asks, how do you cope with stress and anxiety in the streaming community?
Oh shit.
There's a lot of it.
So we can do it as a psychological approach, which is what I tend to do, or I could do my advice that I give.
Yeah, how do you?
I'm gonna how I do it is I break it down. It's probably not the best thing to do for me, but it's how I process things. So my main thing is like, why am I stressed out right now? What is the external factors? What are the internal factors? What did I do to cause this? What can I do to change it? Does it add a little bit more stress? Yes, but it's how I process things. I like to break them down and like figure out, okay, this is what caused this. Like me working an 8-hour shift and then streaming 5 hours did that. And learning how to reset yourself. My reset is going outside.
Yeah.
Literally, I go outside. I have a screen house at my house. I go out there. I have some tea. I just sit there and kind of recenter my energy into something more positive. And there is the opposite side of it where I can't use any of those coping mechanisms. And hey, yo, I punched a wall. I'm gonna be so real. I punched a couple walls.
It's okay. I have that demon too.
Look, I'm just saying, the wall might have got punched.
There you go.
And every time I punch the wall, I hit a stud.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Ooh, I cannot breathe. It's okay. It be like that.
It does sometimes. Like, I'm be so for real. Sometimes it does, and you just that coping mechanism isn't able to work, and you take your anger out on the nearest thing. Like I punched a pillow halfway across my house.
So, not the pillow. What the pillow do? It could be anything. It could be anything.
It looked at me cross-eyed. It said hello.
It can. Woo. That's so real.
What about you?
So for me.
Ooh, oh Lord.
Well,
disclaimer.
There's a few different ways that I handle my stress and anxiety, and I think it does. I will say this about myself, and just reflecting on the streamer notebook, things that you like about yourself and things that you have as strength and all that stuff. I got to get that notebook. I do have a way of compartmentalizing things where I really can cut off what happens in the streaming community. I might be on here cussing and fussing. You might think that, oh my gosh, she on fire right now. And I'm like, yeah, for the sake of getting it out in the stream and venting and being on my shit and talking my shit. Yeah. But then I turn this shit off. I go lay up with my man. Be with my baby, and I don't give a fuck about none of that no more. There's nothing that's happening, and there's been some terrible things that have been said about me, and that have been done to me in this space. But there is nothing that I've never shed no tear over it. I've never lost no sleep over it. But oh well, that's the streaming thing. I'll get back to that tomorrow. Good night. Oh baby, you want to do the? Oh yeah, let's do that real quick, and then let's put on our show and knock out. And hell, go smoke a blunt. I ain't smoked in a while, but damn, I used to be getting off, putting a bomb between my titties and doing all that crazy stuff we used to do back in the Gap. All that crazy stuff we used to do back in the Gap.
I'm gonna say, you remember 420 about I think it was last year. No, year before that.
The year before last.
The year before last. You was like, oh, I might have this, and I was like, okay, I'll have my little gummy. Like,
that was last year. Yeah. Woo.
I should have never listened to your advice. You were like, hey, take a gummy. You'll be fine. Take a gummy, folks. You'll be fine.
I was depressed. To be fair. To be fair.
I woke up holding my mouse and holding my keyboard like this on the floor.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, apparently I fell asleep to Lauren.
It's okay. It's okay. We all fell asleep collectively. It was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yes, so those are some ways, and just to speak on depression again. So yes, y'all know, I've gone through a lot of different phases and stages out here. A lot of us do. And if you're struggling with any kind of depression or suicidal thoughts or just anxiety, stress, all that stuff, we do have Command Get Help. If you were seriously in need of some tools and resources, you can check out 211 and 988, and they'll plug you with tools and people that can help you through it. But also, you can now, like I tell people, I think I might have rubbed some people the wrong way when earlier I was talking about therapy, and I was like, and I said not me. I didn't mean not me as though I don't need therapy. I was saying not me as I'm a licensed therapist. Please don't make me your therapist, because I don't have the ability to take you on as a client right now. I'm not working as a therapist. But know that you can come to people in this community. They might not have the most professional therapist advice, but there are people like a Fuzz, like the beautiful Sasha, Zozo, Nell Vila, where you can meet them and be like, hey, can I just vent to you real quick? And I'm sure 99% of the time, if they have the time, they'll listen to you. So that's community to me.
100%.
Beautiful. Well, Fuzz, listen, we did some Q&A. We've had a lot of, we've had some up, down, highs, and lows, thick, girthy, all around the earthy. Is there anything else, any final thoughts that you want to share? And then along with that, please give us what you have coming for you next.
So final thoughts here is be yourself. Don't be afraid to understand your worth as a streamer. Do not be afraid to talk to other people within the community. If you, like I said, my DMs are open to have conversations about your content, to have conversations about things that you're like, hey bro, like, is this working? Like, I have no problem helping with that. But don't be afraid to take some constructive criticism, because even I take constructive criticism about my content and about what I'm making. Because that at the end of the day is going to help me. It's going to help me grow. It's going to help me grow as a person. We will be bringing back the Thicc and Girthy podcast. We will be focusing on my story. It's something that I think it's time. It's time to have that side so you can get to know me. Know that I've been through more than you think. I've let a little bit out in certain podcasts that I've done, but I've been afraid to, like, say, living in LA, where I lived, walking outside, seeing somebody getting their head blown off, like, crazy things that you see on a daily basis that you wouldn't think because of what I look like that I've been through that.
Come on. You better share your lore. The Twitter trend. The Twitter trend right now is what's some lore about you. You better share the lore, Fuzz.
And being in the industry that I was in, and having, I've confided a lot in Sasha. Sasha is a good Judy that I check in with her every couple weeks. I'm like, are you good, girl? Like, you need to talk. You need to cup nut. You need kiki. Are you good? Just because she's been through a lot of the same strife, and not to tell her story for her, but it's one of those things where I want to start telling those stories. They're going to come out. If you choose to believe what I'm saying, amazing. If you choose not to, I know there's people that don't even think I lived there. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ain't got to prove.
Do you want me to get my mail out?
I know. Right. You don't got to prove it to. Listen. We see each other, but if you have to go out of your way to prove it to somebody, that's somebody you didn't need around you anyway.
It's just one of the. And the last final thing I will say, and I'm going to harp on it again. Do not be afraid to reach out if you need help.
Yeah.
Again, just because it is Pride, your mental health isn't overshadowed by that.
Yeah, talk about that. Ooh.
There are organizations within Pride, and I'm going to say this publicly, since I tried to say it as best as I could, that are for men's mental health, are for the military, are for the police, are for fire departments, are for everything like that. But don't be afraid to reach out to your friends. That is really where this boils down to. It is not about Pride. It's not about any men's mental health or anything like that.
Yeah.
Reach out to your friends and, ask them, hey girl, you good today?
Yeah.
You want to get a cup of coffee? Or, or hey, you want to go on Discord and look at baby pictures? Because we can do that. Just one of those things where don't be afraid to be that beacon of light for your friends. Even though you may be hurting inside, that light will shine through.
Amen.
You will start to feel better. And I know that I try to do that to a lot of people, and a lot of people can contest to that, and say that, yeah, you do that, because I do.
Absolutely.
But
With wanting
that's all.
nothing in return, just to make sure I add that piece, because there's a
Nothing.
lot of people that do a lot of things in this space and they expect things in return, or they're assuming that you think you're going to get something from them because you did something. There's no tit for tat in my heart. There's no tit for tat I know in Fuzz's heart. Anything that
Mm.
people do is out of the goodness of, hey, just want to see how you're doing, how you're living. If you don't want to let us know, that's fine. We're going to check in anyway.
Yeah. I don't expect anything in return. I just want to make that clear.
Yep.
I do it because I'm a Pisces.
Oh, the good
I have a bleeding.
place.
I have a bleeding heart. It's a detriment to me sometimes, but I also have that fuck around to find out.
There you go.
Uh,
You and Sasha and a few others, y'all have changed my mind. I was like, oh, there are good Pisces in this world. It's just me that keeps running into the worst of them. But y'all are fantastic.
You be attracted to the crazy ones.
It's
That's what it
me.
is.
Hi, I'm the problem. It's me, crazy Leo bitch. What I do best. What I do breasts. Okay, stop. We're done. Buzz, I know you
Goodbye.
you about to get ready to do your thing. I'm gonna be turning up with you in just a little bit. I love you so much, and thank you for your time today.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. We were